Today I'm going to show you guys how to make the blade of grass in Terraria. So to make the blade of grass, you are going to need 3 ingredients. You're going to need jungle spores, stingers, and vines. 15 jungle spores, 12 stingers, and 3 vines. So I'm going to show you how to get the stingers first. What I usually like to do is I like to have a water candle and I like to hang out in a hive. And you'll have hornets coming in from either side of you. And pretty much they drop the stingers, but you can also get it from the spiky slimes too. So if you see any jungle slimes jumping around, you're almost guaranteed to get stingers from them. So they are actually better for 100% drop rate, whereas the hornets are not. And let me know if you have any questions about how to get stingers, because that is one of the more difficult of the ingredients to get, just in terms of making the enemy spawn and actually getting the drop. So while I'm yapping here, I'm just looking around for a jungle spore so I can show you how to get these. Jungle spores are quite easy to get. They just grow around the jungle, but a lot of people ignore them when they're playing the game, so they end up missing out on them. And I just want to show you what they look like. There's one. That is what we're talking about. We are talking about the jungle spore. So you hit that with your pickaxe and you get jungle spores. Jungle spores are useful for a lot of things, so make sure you collect a bunch of them, not just for the blade of grass, but also just in general for use with other ingredients. So what you're looking for is this guy here, the man-eater. And it took me ages to find the man-eater. Drops the vine. I was looking too high up for the man-eater, and I ended up fighting 2 different types of vines that I didn't even know that one of them doesn't drop the vines in the first place. And that would be the Snatcher, which is the above ground version of the man-eater, and also the Angry Trapper, which is a larger version of the man-eater. I never knew that they didn't drop vines. I had to do some research into it during this video because I kept getting angry trappers and I wasn't getting any of the man-eaters to spawn, and obviously they weren't dropping any vines, so that was very interesting. And one of the best ways that I found to get the man-eaters to spawn is to just kind of pick an area, maybe put down a candle. Oh, I have a peace candle down, which isn't exactly helping here. Let's get rid of that. Eventually they'll spawn in these jungle areas. There has to be enough blocks for them to spawn, and it has to have jungle grass on it as well. One of the reasons why I'm getting a lot of angry trappers here, as you can see, that don't actually drop the vines. We're looking for the man-eaters. Good thing we only need 3 of those. There we go. This is the one we're looking for. Hopefully it doesn't get killed by something else this time, so you can get a really good look at it. Also, if you're going to kill this and get the vine, try not to destroy the block that it spawned on. There's a very high chance another one will spawn on the exact same block. So if there's a tendency for them to spawn in the same place, just make sure you don't drop that block. So I'm just going to show you me making the blade of grass. You only need a pre-hard mode anvil. You don't need a mithril anvil to do this. And you just come in here and make the blade of grass, which is used for the zenith. And you can get it quite early if you're brave enough to go to the jungle. So I definitely think you could use this to take out a lot of bosses. It has pretty good range for a pre-hard mode sword, I must say. I'm going to have to start using the blade of grass more often in my playthroughs. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again in the next video, and let me know if you have any questions.